And we're back. I'm here with our next guest, June. And June is with us to talk about the First Foundation and the Rotary here in Blue Ridge, Fannin County. I'm your host, BKP. We're live at the vault, so we might have a little background noise. The place is getting busy. Come on down, get some fresh coffee and a full breakfast menu. June, I am so glad to have you this morning.
Thank you.
Tell me and the viewers out there that may not know what the First F-E-R-S-T
Correct.
Foundation is about and some of the history of it.
So the history of the program is that a woman by the name of Robin First founded it in Georgia. It's a Georgia program. What she discovered through lots of research and many individuals that have been involved with it is that the importance of introducing books to children at birth, from birth to their 5th birthday, is so very important. And there's some alarming statistics about the lack of books in children's homes throughout the state and of course throughout the country. But Robin decided to put together a program that allowed counties that could find individuals that could get involved and help fund the program and help register children. She wanted to make that program easy for counties who stepped up to the plate and got involved with it. I had the very good fortune of going to a Rotary conference back about 8 years ago and hearing from some of the directors of the organization, and discovered that we would have an opportunity in Fannin County to get together with individuals who had a like vision and put together the funding necessary to pull this program together. What we discovered at the time is that there were around 1,100 children in Fannin County in that age bracket from birth to their 5th birthday. And our goal was to deliver as many books as possible to those children. And the way it works is any registered child can receive 1 book a month delivered to their home in their name. So they receive a newsletter with it, and it's actually delivered right to their home. The cost of the program runs around $36 per child per year, so it's really very affordable, including the fact that it's mailed to their home. So a group of us gathered in the Rotary Club and said, let's figure out how to make this a reality. And it started with fundraising. We were very fortunate in this area to have a group of interested parties outside of Rotary that stepped up and gave money to start the program. We got started very quickly and began growing the program and delivering a lot of books. And I'm very proud to say we've been able to deliver about 29,000 books in Fannin County alone.
You have my full attention. I mean, the key to knowledge.
Absolutely. And there are so many research studies that show that homes that don't have age-appropriate books in them really do an incredible disservice to the child. The child ends up arriving at kindergarten or 1st grade without having the necessary skills to succeed. So those first few years are so incredibly important, and that bonding that can happen between a parent and an infant or a toddler, when the parent's reading to the child or even the child just handling the book, those activities are so very important to future success. So the Rotary Club here has decided we want to step up the efforts and do everything we can to get more children involved. We can't automatically register them. We have to actually have parental involvement in getting the child registered. And we're reaching out and trying to get to as many of these children as possible. Our funding is in pretty good shape at the moment. As I understand it, there are today around 950 eligible children in Fannin County. We're delivering about 340 books a month right now, so there's a big delta.
Wow.
We really need to get to those people that haven't already registered their children.
Now, we've got a little background noise, which is fine. That's what it's all about here at the Vault, is having a busy counter ordering coffee here in downtown Blue Ridge. But if I didn't hear you correctly, how do you get people registered? How do people find out about the program? And then I think this is a perfect day. I want to bring something up in a minute about reading, but how do you get registered in the program? What's the efforts that you're going through to try to make that happen?
So we've got a team of individuals that go out to areas where it's likely we'll find parents with children of the age. There's a very simple registration form that's available. Rotary's got thousands of them. We go out and take them to doctors' offices and to family connections and different locations where we'd find children. Parents can literally fill out one of these forms. I do some of the registrations by logging them in online, but we've got a team of individuals that can help with that. or an individual can go right to the website, which is thefirstfoundation.org, F-E-R-S-T, foundation.org, and they can register their child right there. The program's actually expanded a bit beyond Georgia so that if we had some grandparents listening, for an example, they can register a child anywhere in the country and pay a nominal fee and have books delivered to that child for a year. So because of the buying power of the First Foundation, they've been able to bring the cost of those books way, way down, and it makes it affordable to deliver to children anywhere.
What if somebody says, what kind of books?
So there's a team of individuals, including educators, that meet every year and decide upon the books that are going to be delivered to the child. So they take into consideration how old that child is and make sure that they're delivering the right kind of books for that age bracket. A parent can go, or an individual can go online to the First Foundation and actually see the books that are going to be delivered for the next year.
So you actually know what's coming.
Absolutely, yes, yes.
Can I have that?
I wish you would, yes.
And Cole, what I want to do is I want to take a picture of this, okay, and put with this segment we're about to cut. I think it's a joy to have you this morning of all mornings, because the President-elect just named the Secretary of Defense, General McManus.
Yes.
And this morning I read online that he has a library of 7,000 books.
Wow. Wow.
7,000 books this guy has. General McManus, they were talking about when they were going through his bio, he's well read, 7,000 books in his library.
Wow.
And, you know, now he's going to be Secretary of the Department of Defense and run the Pentagon. And what that means to me, it's perfect timing, is it starts now.
It does.
It starts now.
That love of reading starts before the second birthday. The introduction of books to an infant and a child is just so very important in development, and there's so much evidence that shows that homes that have books in them allow a child to arrive at kindergarten with a much, much larger vocabulary, and they much more easily enter the educational system. So it's so very important, and for us to be able to deliver it for free to anyone in Fannin County with an age-appropriate child is just exciting to me. I just want to make sure we're getting it to as many people as we can.
Well, June, I want to thank you very much for your work and all the other volunteers' work that are involved. We don't want to leave anybody out.
Thank you.
And also, is there anything today that we wanted to make sure that you covered, or you wanted to make sure our viewers know?
I just want to make sure that even if someone doesn't have access to the internet, there's a phone number maybe we could also post.
That'll be on there also.
Where they
Absolutely.
can call directly to the First Foundation, just mention that they're in Fannin County and give them the necessary information. They can be registered for the books immediately.
Folks, I am so glad to have June here promoting the First, F-E-R-S-T. Now, if you don't want to wait for this segment to come up and you're at home and you want to look it up, it is F-E-R-S-T foundation.org, okay? And that's F-E-R-S-T foundation.org. And you can look that up now, their website. But we'll have this segment up, and we want you to share it with your friends. And we just appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Hey, I'm your host, BKP. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to leave now, okay? We've been at the vault all morning. We have not forgot our friends at the Humane Society, and I know that you always like the star of the show every week, our pet of the week. Well, this week we have plural pets. I went out to the Humane Society, and I did a complete tour with Rena. We even have cats in this segment. Don't forget, FYNTV.com. Cole, let's go out to the Humane Society and see what's going on.